So much for being with us. Higher prices could be on the way.
Though the U.S. has reached agreements with Mexico and Canada to pause additional tariffs for now, the new tariffs in place for China could impact everyday items in the U.S.
Yeah, and here in Wisconsin, people are bracing for those impacts. WMTV's Nicole Herzog talked with a local business about the impact of those tariffs and breaks down what this could mean for people here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, those tariffs mean there will be a tax on imported goods from those countries. While one business I spoke with says it could benefit their company, a UW-Madison economist says it could hurt the economy long term. Building trailer equipment doesn't just take a lot of manpower. It takes hundreds of parts. While most of those parts come from the U.S. at Stoughton Trailers, the manufacturing company says they also rely on imports from Asia and Mexico, with tariffs on some of those goods soon taking effect. CEO Bob Wallin says he sees prices going up temporarily.
It may bring up our costs, right? Now we have to manage through that, and that may end up bringing up our prices as well. But we feel that would be in the short term.
In the long term, Wallin says he believes the tariffs will be beneficial for his business and the American economy overall, prompting more goods to be produced in the U.S.
It probably will result in a spike up in prices, but long term, those prices will come back down, and it'll be made in the U.S. rather than overseas, and that's going to provide jobs to many people in the U.S.
But UW-Madison economics professor Charles Engel says that might not be the case. This isn't the first time President Trump has imposed tariffs on foreign countries.
In the earlier Trump administration, there were tariffs imposed on China, and for most goods, like over 90% of the cost of the tariffs was passed on to the consumer.
While industries that compete with foreign countries may benefit, he says the average consumer will likely end up paying higher prices on everything from cars to groceries. Engel says it could take years to see long-term effects, but fears the overall wealth of the U.S. economy could be diminished over time.
I think the real answer is there's short-term pain, and what you get back for it is long-term pain.
Now, Engel tells me there are factors that could offset those higher costs. He says the exchange rate could change and other countries could lower the price of the goods they sell. For now, live in studio, Nicole Herzog, WMTV 15 News.
Nicole, thank you. While the tariff against Mexico and Canada are now on hold for 30 days, the 10% tariff on imports from China takes effect at 11 p.m. tonight.